So what if I told you guys you could have 110,000 games at your fingertips with this Kinhank Portable HDD Super console hard drive? It's super easy to hook up. You just need to go through a USB on a basic computer. You can turn any computer into like basically a gaming device, and you just need something like this. Just a basic, computer, even like just this basic office computer will work. This ThinkCentre 11.0. And I'm gonna quickly show you how to hook that up and get it running, and we'll take a look at some games. Okay, so once you get your computer all hooked up here to the monitor, what you need to do is just take this cord right here. You're gonna plug this into your USB 3.0 here. And then you're gonna plug it into your hard drive. So once you got that all plugged in, what you're gonna need to do, enter the BIOS mode, so turn on the computer. So here we are in the BIOS mode. Usually on this computer, I believe it's either delete or F1. You have to hit on the keyboard to enter this mode, but once you're in this mode, just go over to your startup here, and then you're gonna change your boot mode. So here we're gonna switch it to UEFI first. Okay, sorry, so there's one other thing I forgot to mention, and that was to make sure that it only boots up the UEFI only, so that way it'll only boot up from the hard drive. Okay, then you go save and exit and start it up. All right, there you go, so now it's powering up. It's playing this stupid intro video, which I cannot figure out how to disable this video, so if you guys know in the comments, let me know. Okay, so it's gonna take you to this screen here once it's booted up. Then you can scroll through the different games that are on here. So basically you can turn any crappy PC into basically a gaming device for an HD TV. You also need a controller, so I got this one right here. It's a USB controller, I'm gonna pop it in right now. So I got this. And then you need to, so now you have to configure it. So you just hold the A button down and then you just put in the buttons. So some of them I don't have buttons for, so you just skip those. Hold button to skip, so you can just skip. Okay, so we got it connected. We're gonna check out let's check out some Nintendo games. And anything with the little trophies on there, that means it's got retro achievements. So let's check out, here, we'll do Adventure Island 3. So yeah, just like that, I'm playing on my NES controller and playing Adventure Time. But yeah, you can set up a hotkey so that takes you to the menu, and then you can check out like retro achievements and things like that. We'll take a look at that after. So Start and Select takes you out of the game. Here's a bunch of the other games that are on here. So it's got like all the USA ones, Japan, Europe as well. So lots of games to choose from here. And then it's also got like a bunch of hacks. Literally like just millions of games here. So here's like Castlevania 3. This one looks like a hack. Let's try this hack. Music sounds a little different. So yeah, that's Castlevania. Let's jump up to Super Nintendo. All right, so we're upgrading controllers here. Now we're using a Super Nintendo controller. And then to configure it, you just hold the button down. Oh, this one's already configured, it looks like. So let's check out, there's quite a few systems on here actually. I'll just kind of scroll through what's on here. Sega Saturn, PlayStation, PS2, PSP, Super Game Boy, Super Nintendo Hacks, Super Graphics, Virtual Boy, Wii U. So quite a few systems on here. 3DS, N64. So let's look at Super Nintendo. Let's jump into Super Mario World. So I'm using a Super Nintendo controller for Super Mario World. And then you got a bunch of other controls here. You got your achievements, different shaders, cheats, change the control layout. So it's basically RetroArch here. And then, yeah, you can just jump into Super Mario World. So the fact that you could just like grab this little device here and just bring it to like anybody's house who has a crappy computer and just set it up, like it's super easy to do. You could basically just have all your games with you at all times. The other cool thing about this, it's a great backup tool. So if you just want a backup of like 100,000 ROMs for 20 bucks, you can just pick up one of these devices and you can hook it up to your computer and drag and drop all the, the ROMs or the BIOS files. It's all on there and you can just, move them around and just keep them as a backup. So it's a great way to preserve history as well, right? Because then you just have access to all these games just, on this one hard drive. So let's keep going. Let's check out a little bit different kind of a game. Let's check out Mario Paint. So here's Mario Paint Europe, and if you have a mouse hooked up, you can actually use your mouse to play this one. Okay, click on Mario to start playing. So yeah, here is Mario Paint. You can play the fly game. I used to love playing this back when I had this game. So yeah, that's Mario Paint. Let's head out. Okay, so next up, let's check out. So yeah, you got a whole bunch of super graphics games here too. Let's check out a random game. Let's check out Burning Angels. So this is Burning Angels. It's a TurboGrafx game. But you literally have like an infinite amount of gaming here. Like there's just so much to explore and play and research, and you could get game footage for any game you want. It's just such a handy device to collect or just even research games too, just to go through them all. So let's check out a few more. You got Virtual Boy here. You got Wii U. I'm not sure if this will work on this computer. It'd probably chug on that one. And then you got, see right there, it says all games, 111,000 games there, which is crazy. You got Game Boy. Literally just thousands of Game Boy games. Like here's Blaster Master Boy. What's the game we can play? We got Bonk's Adventure. You can change like the colors and the settings and make it full screen, whatever you want. You can play around with like the shaders and different filters. But let's play something a little more hardcore here. Let's go back out. You got your Game Boy Advance games, just literally thousands of them. Just endless amounts of content here. You got Game Boy Color, some 3DS games on here. So it's got New Leaf, Fire Emblem Awakening, Monster Hunter. You got Link Between Worlds. Let's try, you got your N64. There's Dr. Mario 64, F-Zero. Here, let's try F-Zero. Now, I'm not sure if this will work with this controller, but let's give it a try. No, not really. I have to use the top buttons to turn. But yeah, obviously you need an analog joystick. And here, I'm gonna switch controllers to another one just so that I have analog control as well. All right, so I'm switching to a PlayStation controller so I can do analog. So I just hooked that up with the USB. It says it's connected and it's already hooked up, it seems like. So here, let's try that. Let's try F-Zero again there. Yeah, so there you go. Now I can play with the joystick. And yeah, as you can see, it's running great. Okay, let's try another one. All right, you got Nintendo DS games here, which they work really great too. There's Tactics, Final Fantasy XII Remnant Wings, Tingle's Rosy Ruby Land. There's Mario Kart DS. Here, let's give it a try. System is missing BIOS, so they may not work at launch anyway. Yeah, let's give it a try. And yeah, it seems like it's okay. And again, if you have a computer that's hooked up to Wi-Fi, then you can log into your Retro Achievements account and you can collect Retro Achievements this way as well. But yeah, it seems to be running pretty good. I don't know if you guys have owned this game before, but there used to be something called snaking and people hated it because you could basically just like destroy the game with snaking. That's where you just go back and forth like this with your boost and basically have an infinite boost. Kind of broke the game. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, what else we got here? So we got GameCube, let's check that out. We got Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, F-Zero GX, Collector's Edition, Luigi's Mansion, Toadstool Tour. Here, let's try Toadstool Tour. All right, we got Toadstool Tour here. This seems to be working pretty good. A little bit of stuttering, but you know, that's okay. Yeah, you can tell there's a little bit of stuttering, but for the most part, it seems to be okay. Now, I don't know if this is just because my computer's kind of crappy, but I mean, it seems to run pretty good. Whoa. But yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not the best. It's a little bit of stuttering, but it seems to work pretty good. So let's try Double Dash as well. I'm still using the PS controller here. I gotta go faster than that. Do a little Peach Beach. So again, a little bit of stuttering, but not the end of the world. Whoa. Can't remember how to fire my weapon here. Oh, there you go, it's A. Seems to work pretty good. All right, that's a Double Dash there. You also got, looks like you also got Twilight Princess here. You got Japanese Famicom games. Oops. So just endless amounts of games here. I mean, there's a lot of duplicates, but they're all slightly different. So there's different versions, a lot of different versions of the same game, but some people like that. I kind of like having the different versions of games just to see what the differences are. So you got Switch here, you got Wii, so you got Mario Galaxy 2, Smash Brothers Brawl. Let's try Smash Brothers Brawl. All right, and there's Smash Brothers. It seems to be working pretty good. Oh, no, there's a little bit of chugging there. It's loading there a bit. And yeah, there you go. There's Smash Brothers. Let's see. Let's check out one more. You got PC Engine games. You got CD-ROM PC Engine. God, there's just like so many games on here. It's crazy. It's overwhelming. Pokemon Mini. Mega Drive 32X. Mega CD. Dreamcast, you got a bunch of Dreamcast games on here. There's Crazy Taxi. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Clash of Heroes, Phantasy Star, Power Stone 1 and 2. Lots of games on here. Skies of Arcadia. What else we got? So you got all these GameCube games. Sega Genesis. I think, oh yeah, you got Sega Saturn as well. A bunch of Sega Saturn games. I think, oh, there's Panzer Dragoon. Shining Force 3's on here. Oops, oh, I went into Tomb Raider by accident. So yeah, as you can see, Sega Saturn works fine. Got PlayStation, you got all these PlayStation games. What PlayStation games they got? There's like Symphony of the Night. Oh my god, there's just so many PlayStation games. Look at this. You got Legacy of Kain, you got Lemmings 3D. Oh no, more Lemmings. You got PS2 games on here. Star Cloud 2, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, Marvel vs. Capcom, Silent Hill 2. So there's not too many on here. I mean, you can buy a bigger hard drive with even more games, but this is the smaller one I got for 20 bucks. So, but still quite a few games. You got all these PSP games. Look at all these PSP games. Castlevania, Dracula X Chronicles, Final Fantasy 2. Oh, where's Final Fantasy 1? That's not on here. Super Game Boy. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to just add on to the video, guys, is that those were just the systems that I were showing. There's even more systems that I didn't even show. So if you go into Game Collection Settings and then Systems Displayed, these are all the systems that are on here. So there's like literally way more games that I even showed. So there's so much more to see here. So everything that's checked is the ones that I'm displaying, but these are all the other systems that are on here as well. So just so you know how many more games that I didn't even mention are on here. So just have a quick look here. But yeah, literally like hundreds of thousands of games here. Just so many to choose. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I've been using this device for a few months now, and it's pretty great. There's a lot of games on there. For 20 bucks, I think it's worth it even just to have a backup of all these games. So yeah, totally pick one up if you want something that you can just, you know, have on your back shelf as like a backup, just in case. You never know when, like, you know, something will happen and the internet's down and you can't download your favorite games. So at least this way you have, like, you know, another backup of it somewhere in the house, right? So yeah, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.